Karen Red is accused of running down her police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, but she insists she's innocent, pointing the finger back at the cops themselves. In the early hours of January 29, 2022, a fierce snowstorm swept through Canton, Massachusetts, when an emergency call shattered the morning silence. When police arrived, the scene was chilling. Officer John's lifeless body lay battered and frozen in the snow. Nearby sat his girlfriend Karen's black SUV, its taillight shattered, with strands of hair hanging ominously from the bumper. Just hours earlier, the couple had been out laughing and drinking with friends. After leaving a bar, they attended a private party filled with many of John's police colleagues. Early the next morning, John's niece called his friends, concerned that he hadn't come home and wasn't answering his phone. Searching the area, they tragically discovered his frozen body buried in snow.
Immediately. And what struck me when I saw him was his mouth was open a little bit and his eyes were shut and he had spots of blood in different areas on his face.
Emergency services were called immediately, and in panic, Karen desperately attempted CPR on her boyfriend. 2 hours later, John was pronounced dead at the local hospital. The coroner later concluded his death was caused by blunt force trauma to the head and severe hypothermia. Police initially zeroed in on Karen. Broken glass, blood, and fragments of the SUV's taillight were found scattered across the scene. Prosecutors accused Karen of driving drunk, hitting her boyfriend, and fleeing the area in a panic. But Karen strongly denies this version of events. As the trial moved forward, some witnesses came forward claiming to have heard officers privately admitting, John wasn't killed by a car accident, he was hurt by one of our own. Karen's defense attorneys presented cell phone location data, indicating she had circled the area around the time of the incident, not leaving directly as the police alleged. They further suggested that John had actually gotten into a heated argument with colleagues at the party, after which he was attacked and left abandoned in the freezing storm. The defense argued that police were rushing to close the case, intentionally ignoring these crucial pieces of evidence. So who was truly responsible for this officer's death? Share your thoughts in the comments below.